Hello guys, you're welcome again to our channel. I have two recent incidents that just happened. This is family aspect, right? I have two recent issues that just happened to these families. And number one, I'm going to tell you about what happened, and then I will try and say one or two things that I think we should actually be conscious of, because there's no relationship in this world that doesn't have challenges. There's no relationship in this world that doesn't have problems. But we all need to brace ourselves and protect ourselves against it. To be able to, we have to be ready. You see, we have to be ready, prepare ourselves um, to fight against such challenges that come. Very important. Now, the first one is a particular lady um, who reported that the husband had a plan, all right, to marry the sales girl. That means the secretary. Okay, that's what they call sales girl most times. Someone that stands in to, like, answer to whatever the bosses need, and also make some documentations and do all of the profiling and all of that. So she's form of like a secretary to the husband, all right, in at work, this business, right? Now, um, the wife said, um, I will mention her name. She said that the husband are filing for divorce, so he could go and marry this girl. In other words, she knows that the husband has a side chick or have a relationship with this sales girl or secretary at work. Okay, now for a man, I thought about it. Yes, she may be right. Okay, there's nothing. I'm not saying that she's lying about what she's saying, but the reality is, why would a man who proposed and married you for a while and then turn back and begin to chase after another woman to marry that woman to divorce you? Something actually may have gone wrong. Something may have gone wrong. Because I know men, some men are very, very, they are loose. They don't have self-control, all right? Self-discipline. Some men are, not all. Now, if you get to marry a man who is loose or doesn't have self-control, that is your choice. That was your choice. You made that choice because you're supposed to know the kind of man you're marrying before you even decide to say yes to him. Okay? Except you were desperate. That's another side of it. But if a man will get to marry you and put you at home to be his wife, then after a while, maybe 1 or 2, 3 years, he's turning back at you and then getting to marry someone else, planning to marry someone else and bring that person to be his wife instead of you and kick you out. Something may have gone wrong, terribly wrong. And one of the things I always find out that is common among these kind of challenges is this. Number one, you stopped doing the things you were doing before he got married to you. If a man loves you, he will marry you. Now, when he marries you and brings you, now, not all men who loves you will marry, not all men who marries you actually loves you. But some men, majorly, 80% of them is out of love. Out of love for you, they married you. They agree that this is the woman for me. So they pay your dowries. They married you, okay? Now, when they did, what made them to get that satisfaction, that fulfillment in marrying you? Why would they conclude that this is the woman for me? What was it that you were doing? What was it that you were, what was your features? What was your character like? What was your personality like? If you continue in that pace of your personality, there is no doubt that that man will keep loving you and want to stay with you. But a lot of women don't know their features. They don't know their credibilities. They don't know their uniqueness. They don't even understand themselves. So when you get married, most women, when they get married, they stop being the woman that the husband loved. You get it? They stop being the woman. They stop looking nice. They stop doing the things that make the man to be attracted to them in the first place. And this normally happens after about 2-3 years. In most cases, it gets worse when they have children. After the woman has given birth, it becomes a problem. They can't even live to maintain that life, or you may not say it's a lifestyle, but it's a uniqueness, it's a quality, it's a character that you may have had that attracted the man into your life, and you stop doing all of that. For instance, let me just give for instance. Maybe when you were dating, all right? You guys were dating. He will come to see you as a lady, come to see you. The things you do, the things you say to him, how you admire him. Probably you just come and say, oh, wow, look at your clothes. You look so nice. You look so gorgeous. And then you complain, so no, I don't look into that now. My work has been so terrible, blah, blah, blah. When he says all of that, all his concerns and fear, and then you are there to encourage him and say, you know what, it's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. You know, I know you can do it. Now, even though at that moment you were still dating him, but you had the uniqueness to know that he's to be appreciated, he's to be loved, he's to be encouraged, and he valued that. And by the time after, let's say now you're married, those things are no longer there. You don't even care whether he breathes. You don't even care whether he feels all right. So you feel, okay, I'm married now. I'm settled now. So what? Life goes on, right? So you just live your life the way you want. You don't care about things about him. Those things are there as well. Secondly, a man would turn away. A man would turn away from the woman he married and try to get another woman when his needs are not met. Number one, no appreciation. Number two, the needs are not met. You stop doing those things that attracted him to your life. And then the worst of all is his needs are not met. You don't even care that his needs are met. What do you think is going to happen? He will shift his attention to someone else. These are the common consequences of all these actions. One, you fail to meet his needs, so he turns away. You fail to appreciate him, then he turns away. By the time he finds a woman that appreciates him, that meets his needs, or willing to meet his needs, he will temporarily wave. And by the time he finds comfort in that place, he will want to make that woman his wife. That is what leads to all of these cheating behavior and all of these things. So, ladies, I'm just saying this just to help you understand. This is my opinion. I'm not saying that this is all about it. This is my opinion. This is what I've found out over the years, and I've discovered that these things are what make men do these things like this. Okay, so that's the first story. Now, the second story is a woman who poisoned herself. This was the news. She poisoned herself. A Nigerian woman. She poisoned herself and her 2 kids because she found out that the husband was sleeping with the maid, the housemaid. Okay, I understand the husband did wrong by sleeping with the housemaid. Does it warrant that to take your life? Why would you take your life and the life of your children? Some people say, well, the whole story is more than that. Yeah, it could be, but this is the obvious reason. The man has been sleeping with the housemaid. Probably the housemaid, let's say it's worse. The housemaid got pregnant for the husband now, and she found out. Okay, if that is the situation, the question is does that warrant you to take your life and the life of innocent children, your own children? It's barbaric. It's assault. Why would someone go to that extreme? What are you thinking about? How could life be so bad for you that you take your own life and the children that you give birth to the man? You just thought you're going to erase erase yourself and your children's life from his life. I don't get it. So again, why would a woman do that? Why? What pain? It doesn't warrant such things. It doesn't. Listen, I read a lot and I hear news, I see things, I hear a lot of things that are happening to families and homes. It breaks my heart on a daily basis. It breaks my heart on a daily basis. But there are things we could do. We need to learn to appreciate who we are. We need to learn to appreciate those who God has given to us as our loved ones. We need to appreciate the children that we have. It doesn't matter the circumstances, doesn't matter the things that happen around us. We should be able to find a place in our hearts to tap into the greatness, tap into the uniqueness, tap into a place or where we can like you press the reset button, you get it? Then you'll be able to come alive again stronger. I thought so. Again, I'm looking at it. What was she thinking? Why didn't you just pack your bags and leave? Why didn't you just pack your bag, carry your children and leave to somewhere else and be somewhere else until you recover? Why take the life of innocent children? If you took your own life, I would say, okay, fair enough. You didn't want to just live your life and experience all this pain, which obviously is not even advisable. But why would you take your own life and take the life of your children just because you find out your husband was cheating on you with the maid? There are many men like that who are misbehaving, who don't have control. They are loose. Walk away. Walk away. Find your place. Walk away. Find a peace in your heart. Walk away. Walk away and find a place in your heart to just love yourself. Because the love for yourself is key. If you don't love yourself, you can love others. It's very important. Now, in all of these stories, I feel bad about it. I wish women and men will get to educate themselves, inform themselves, get to know something more about just getting to lie down with a woman and wake up in the morning and say hello, hello. There's more in relationship to that. There's more we can do. There's more we can bring into our lives, into our relationship, just under the umbrella, just thinking that, oh, it's just we're married. There's more to being married. Educate yourself, inform yourself, get to know, understand each other, appreciate each other. If you made up your mind to marry a woman or marry a man, make up your mind to make it work, because challenges will come, but you got to make up your mind to make it work. I thought I should say this because, oh guys, I'm hearing this message, receiving these emails, and hearing this news, reading of these things. It's heartbreaking. You see, it's heartbreaking to see that this is what is going on in relationships, in marriages, in families, in homes. Terrible things are going on. But you need to know that you are in control. What is the problem that people are going through right now in marriage and relationship is lack of knowledge. People are not educating themselves anymore. They are so tired. Let me tell you what they educate themselves with. They educate themselves with celebrities' social media profile. That's all they know. They sit down there and watch several series of movies. That's all they know. The media is not the right place or right source of your personal development, personal improvement. You need principles. You need principles, time-tested, time-proven principles that will sustain your joy, your happiness, your relationship. That's what you need to educate yourself with and remind yourself. You see, it's a continuous thing. As long as you live, you got to learn. As long as your relationship exists, you got to learn. Well, I think I've said my bit. Thank you guys for watching. And if you're watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and ensure you are following us, because we have a lot to share with you on this channel. And don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you'll be able to receive all of our notifications as many times we come online to share some thoughts with you. All right, guys. Let me know what you think about these things. Should we be encouraging things, or what will be your opinion about these two families that had this tragic experience? Terrible. Let us know. All right, guys. I'll see you again in another video. Bye for now.